What's up, everybody? So, I was talking about the Constitution last night at this meeting, and every once in a while I go to these meetings and sometimes I talk, sometimes I stand up and speak, sometimes I just sit and listen and ask questions. Questions are important. So, last night we were talking and I started to explain the Constitution. If you want to understand the Constitution, there's another video. I'm in the same red shirt because I just made it. It explains the Constitution in more detail. It's about 10 minutes, so you'll have to pay attention. But anyway, so as I'm telling this gentleman, what the Constitution is and how to use it and like how it's supposed to function, how it actually applies, right? Not the idea, but the application. He says to me, we need to understand our language. And I thought that was fascinating. And as I've read the 250 books, and probably read Plato and Aristotle, and read Plato over 100 times. So as I've done this, I realize that even my word usage changes, and I overwhelm people because they don't have the words that I use or how I use them, so I end up hurting their brains. I had a lawyer yesterday tell me, okay, I'm done with academia, because I had to educate him apparently on Marbury versus Madison, which about blew my mind. But whatever, not surprising. So we don't understand our language, and we're very bad at it. And our education system specifically doesn't conjure or bring together our understanding of the language. So we don't understand the language that the Constitution was written in. And we don't understand the Federalist Papers, and we don't understand because we never read the books that the people who wrote the book or wrote these documents actually studied. No one actually studied philosophy. No one actually studies it to the point where they realize that the Bible and the Constitution and the Federalist Papers and the language, this is English, but it's proper English. And we don't learn proper English anymore. We don't learn it because our education system is more about punishing us for anything that we do wrong, which is now perpetuated into a society that is afraid to do anything wrong, instead of an education system that knows that we're not perfect. And while we do make mistakes, we don't get punished for it, but we explore ideas. In other words, we don't have to have proper speech. We don't have to make every comma perfect. That is a refinement process. That is a refinement. You get better as you go back and look at it again. That is refining it. It doesn't have to be perfect. But in dialogue, in discussion, you don't have to have formal, proper English. Our education system, why it's called secondary school, is because we are actually supposed to explore ideas. It's not supposed to be papers that are cited. Why didn't they cite the Constitution? That's plagiarism. You realize the Constitution is plagiarized, right? The whole document. The Declaration of Independence is plagiarism. The Constitution is plagiarism. Why? I don't understand why people aren't going after them, because apparently you can even plagiarize yourself, which is an insurmountable amount of stupid, in my opinion. So we're very poor at our language, and because we're very poor at our language, because our education system is not functioning the way it's supposed to, we have lost our way, and we are using words like interpretation. And then what's happened is, because we haven't gotten to the precision of the words, we have Supreme Courts that are interpreting based on their ideas, and that brings in their wants and desires of their political standings or how they feel. We are missing a national dictionary where the government is only allowed to use the words that have been refined or the best definitions have ever been found. And then we are not teaching kids to explore ideas. We are teaching them to be perfect in their grammar, even though their idea may be completely wrong, because it's never been examined. And they are citing people who most likely had no idea what they were talking about. Especially anything newer. Because our system's been degrading for years. If you want to understand why you're not free right now, you're going to have to go back. You're going to have to go back to philosophy, and you're going to have to learn the verbiage and the words. And you're going to have to learn the three parts of a word, which is the word, the definition, and the essence. Because words have a trinity, just like everything else. God bless.